Hello. Hello. Let's get this going. Let's get this party started. Okay. Hey, I can see my comments now. Hey. Hi, Kitty. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Hi, lovely. I need to remember to look up to my camera. Hey. Hey, Weight Loss Junction. I know you were just on my YouTube video. Hey. Hi, love. How are you? I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't want to butcher it. Alsana Ahmed. Hi, can you do marketing for me? Girl, have you seen how many YouTube videos I got giving you all the tea? Like, let me know exactly which ones you need help with. Yvette, hey, love. Dining in from France. Looking like a whole wife. You guys make me laugh. And you know what? I've actually been a wife for a year. But we could not afford, being really honest, we could not afford to go on honeymoon just as we got married. But things changed now that I have a digital product business that is thriving. We are both in a way better place. And so we were like, you know what? We are taking that honeymoon, even if it's a year late. So I do feel tan. I've got my braids in. I'm feeling very island girl. But today is not about me. Today is about Pinterest. I want to teach you guys Pinterest, okay? And I have just literally recorded a video showing my whole process, okay? So showing how I create pins, how I schedule pins, how I'm actually making money from Pinterest. So I thought it would be great to come live before that video drops and just give you live demos, give you some advice on your specific niches and how you can be using Pinterest to market your digital products. I'm also very happy to talk about also how to use YouTube to market your digital products, because together, baby, it is a match made in heaven. And it also means that you don't need to post every day. I've been on honeymoon for a week and I made over £1,000 selling low ticket digital products. Anyone who's bought a product from me knows that most of my products are not more than $26. I have one full starter kit for $58. But other than that, all of my products are low ticket. And so this is just what digital products can do. And I didn't post once. I posted a video when I got back on the plane back, but otherwise I was completely like offline. So let's get into it. Let's go through a few more of these comments. Hi, Jackie. Good morning from New Zealand. Love that. Hi, Shelley. I'm trying to find times that work the best. It's 7:30 on a Sunday in the UK. So I thought, oh, okay, my evening's quite chilled. So this seems like a good time. And I'm going to be doing lives more often, probably once a week. Let me just grab my coffee one moment. I think it is a little bit late to be having coffee, but you know, I'm still on Jamaica time, and in Jamaica it's only 1 p.m. Okay. Let me just click send on this email so that my email subscribers know that we're here, and then we can get into Pinterest. We can get into all things Pinterest. So let me just send this email. And email marketing, guys, email marketing is also part of what I'm teaching because it's all just a big funnel, okay? They all relate to one another, and together, this is when you're going to compound, and this is when you're going to start to see consistent sales every single day. So let me just literally 2 seconds send this email. Emails are really important. Here we go. And if any of you guys are on my email list, you let me know how you're finding the experience. And if it's something that you want to do for your own digital products and your own customers, because I literally can't talk highly enough about it. And I want everyone to really understand how to use email properly and how to get it to convert for you. Okay. All right. So click send. Let's go. I've got ebooks. I'm looking for ebook marketing. Okay. I'm happy to do specific questions. If you let me know your niche, what niche and what is your audience, we can look at how Pinterest can work for you. Let's call it refreshed. Yeah. I do feel refreshed, actually. I do feel very refreshed. Thank you, Shalena. I hope I've said that right. Digital products on the new Bitcoin, girl. Bitcoin, listen, in lockdown, I lost so much money trading. This is not my first side hustle rodeo. I'm sure it's not your first either. I'm sure you've tried other things to try to make money online. I tried trading. I tried Amazon FBA. I tried Kindle books. Like, I tried so many things. Trading was by far the worst. I lost almost 10K. Probably could have used that for my honeymoon. But I've made that over and over and over again with digital products. But listen, there's an element of risk associated to a lot of side hustles, but there really isn't any risk with digital products. The only risk is that you invest your time in a strategy that doesn't work. But if you watch my videos and if you tune into my lives and if you buy my courses, if you want, if my products will help you get there quicker, but even if you don't, even if you just use the free content, you have enough on YouTube, on my channel, to create a side hustle. And I don't like calling it a side hustle. It's a business. Even if it's a part-time business, it's a business. You have enough to create a part-time business that could become your full-time income. Hello. I need that in my life. Please don't forget to talk about tailwind ads. Tailwind ads. I don't know what you mean. Tailwind don't necessarily do ads. You can do Pinterest. Well, I've never used it for ads. I won't say it doesn't do, because I'm sure it does things that I don't use it for. This live isn't about ads. I have used ads in the past, and I've talked about this, that ads are not the enemy. I have used ads in the past because my full-time job as a marketing director at the time was so intense. I had no time to create content, and so I did start using ads. I've calmed down. Like, I've stopped my ads at the moment because YouTube and Pinterest and email are just working so well for me. So you can use ads, you can use Facebook ads, but it's very separate from Tailwind. So I'm going to give you some Pinterest demos, some Tailwind demos today in this live. I'm going to be about an hour, no more, because I need to record another video for a brand deal that I have. So I'll also have a video talking about how you can get brand deals as well. Anyway, going off on a tangent. Tailwind and Facebook ads are two separate things based on my experience. Very excited about this one. So just drop your questions into the chat and I will answer them. If you have a niche and you don't quite know how you're going to create Pinterest content, or how your Pinterest content will help to monetize your digital products, let me know exactly what your niches are so I can give you some live examples. And I'm going to just quickly pull up Pinterest while we do this, as well as Tailwind. So let's just go Pinterest here. Okay, cool. What live stream system are you using? I'm using StreamYard. I used a free trial for about 2 weeks and I loved it. It's so much better than going live just on YouTube, because you can bring up these comments right here. And that's what I love about StreamYard. So I think I'm paying $30 a month for it, but it's like amazing. And if I have a referral link that will save you money, I only drop links that will save you money. I will drop it into the description. God, I lost that much too. Yeah, it was mad. You use ClickFunnels? No, I use FG Funnels. It's also called Funnel Gorgeous. It's also basically a white label version of Go High Level. So they all the same thing. It's just like different branding. That is what I use. But keep in mind, I'm at an advanced stage in my journey and I have been selling digital products for a long time. So if I was just starting today from scratch, I would be using beacons. There's a shorter version. Here's a short. Okay. Quick question as well. What's the max number of video pins I can post daily? Can I link my Shopify store to each one? Great question. So there isn't really a max number of pins. So let me actually show you my tailwind real quick, because this will help articulate the point. I've been gone so long, I barely remember how to share my screen. Okay. Right. So I hope that you guys can see my tailwind. In fact, I know that you can. So Tailwind is the best platform to schedule your pins. Now, you can schedule your pins directly in Pinterest and not use Tailwind. However, it's very manual and you have to do them one by one. However, with Tailwind, you can bulk schedule pins. So I will sit down usually for like an hour or two with a little glass of wine, and I will schedule about 50 pins at any one time. That is enough for the month. Sometimes I'll go crazy and do 100 pins a month. It really depends. But the reason why I wanted to pull this up is you can see on Tailwind, it basically gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives you 5 slots every single day. You don't have to fill all 5 every single day. And you can see I've actually been slacking off with my Pinterest because I've got a lot to fill. So I was just working on it actually yesterday when I was doing the videos. But usually no more than 5 pins a day. Now, in terms of video pins, I would say that you don't need to be posting video pins every single day. You can post video pins 2 to 3 times a week, because even though video pins are engaging, the platform still, in my experience, trends towards standard static pins. Those are still what perform well overall. And I was actually a part of some Tailwind research recently that was looking at best performing pins basically over the last, I think, 5 or 10 years. So it's a long time. And the trend, obviously back then, video pins would have been less, but even more recently in the last 2 years, is that static pins always perform better. They are, they're discoverable on the platform for a lot longer. They get more saves, they get more clicks. And so they usually perform better. You can link to your Shopify store. If you're linking directly to your product page, that is fine. But you also need pins that link to like pages with more information. So like sales pages or blog pages. Don't just do all of your pins to your product page, because what you're doing is you're not giving the person or your audience the chance to really understand what's special about your brand, why you should buy your brand, anything about your personal story, anything about that, the things that actually connect people to why you buy. You don't just buy usually just because of the product, unless it's a really unique product or it's on sale. So that would be my recommendation. You'll also see in my tailwind, I've got some like black hair things, and that's not my niche, but this is an example I was doing for the latest video, which is going to drop next week. But you'll see actually those are all examples. These are my pins. These are the pins that I'm pinning to my Pinterest. And I actually have put all of my pin templates inside my starter kit. Just created a brand new Pinterest starter kit. You've got a custom GPT that creates all your content. You've got all of my pin templates. You've got my blogging prompts. You've got a checklist. And you've also got my Google Docs keyword tracker, all of which I can show you in this live. And I've showed in videos that I've recorded yesterday. And honestly, it's fire. So you get all of these templates in there as well. How to reach my post to more people with organic methods. I would love you to drop your Pinterest link inside the chat so I can take a look at what you're pinning right now. I mean, basically it's based on the keywords that you are using. So are you using the right keywords for your product and for your niche? And B, do your pins look nice? Like if you've got ugly pins, not being funny, no one's going to click on them. So if you go onto Pinterest, actually drop your niche, drop your niche into the chat and I will do a live example. I don't want to keep doing my niche as an example because a lot of people think that you need to be in the wealth or the make money online space to actually do this kind of stuff, and you don't. None of my students are. Actually, I have one student that's a digital marketer, but none of my students are. I have health coaches, I have fitness coaches, I have a hair expert, I have somebody that does reproductive health. I have somebody that does herbal health. Like so many different things. I have a relationships coach. So many different things. It doesn't need to be the health and the wealth niche. So if you guys want an audit or you want me to do a quick example of what a great pin would look like for your niche, please drop it in. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to work my way down the questions as quickly as I can. What's the max number of video pins? I think I already answered this one. I may change over. Okay, let me know what you're changing to, Jackie. 45 to 55-year-old brown women with menopause. Okay, so this is a great one. So let's type in. And again, when you're looking for your keywords, you're literally just typing in the most obvious phrases. Don't overcomplicate it. So for something like this, the first thing I would... Oh, you guys can't see my pin page. Hold on. Sorry, let me just reshare. Share screen. I'm just going to share my entire window. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I'm on Pinterest, right? And this is how I would find keywords for the example, which is 45 to 55-year-old brown women with menopause. So the first thing I would type in is menopause. I can't spell. And then you will start to see, first of all, it's bringing up all of the different creators that are creating content around menopause. And so, Shelley, I hope you're encouraged to see all of these different people that are already creating content around menopause. That is a good thing. Okay, it goes to show that there is a lot of appetite for this type of content on the platform. So if I was you, I would be going into some of these pages and I would be looking at some of the stuff that they're posting. Like, what are they posting and how can I do better, basically? Another way that you'd want to be researching, again, is typing your niche into Pinterest and seeing all of these words that auto populate in the search bar. These are your keywords. These keywords need to go in your name, in your Pinterest profile name. They need to go in your bio. They need to go in your board names and descriptions, and they need to go in your pin content. It is all about your keywords, right? So what I would be doing is I would be literally copy and pasting every single one of these keywords, and I will be putting it into a template like this that I give you in the Pinterest starter kit. So for this example, I was actually doing a black woman hairstyle, hairstyles example for a student that sells ebooks and mini courses on how to look after black hair. But you would be copying in your own keywords and you'd be keeping track of them so that every time you create pin content, every time that you're updating your Pinterest, you can make sure you're including your keywords. And another thing, just so you know, not only do Pinterest give you the keywords here automatically, but if you click on any single one of your keywords, you will then get more related keywords here at the top. And so every time that you click on them, that's a different keyword that you could be targeting. Now, I know you were specific to black and brown women. So it's not coming up with anything auto-populating, but there is content here. So, look at this one. Expert skincare tips for black women during menopause. There's so many different things. So there's a lot of inspiration to find your keywords. You just need to type in the search bar. You can, and I'm unveiling everything coming up in my next video now, all of the source, but you can also install a free Chrome extension like Keywords Anywhere. This will also help you come up with some keywords. So I hope that was useful. My niche is stay-at-home mums who can sell digital products. Yeah, it's a very similar niche to what I'm in. So you just need to be typing digital products into the search bar, start finding all of your keywords, and start optimizing your profile and your pin content with those keywords. Okay. And then when you start to create pins, which I will come on to, you need to make sure that your pins are related to your audience and the type of questions that they are looking for on Pinterest. And you will know that by doing your research, typing in digital products. So let's do this now. Obviously, this is my niche, so I know it very well. So when you type in digital products, you're not connected to the internet. I better be. Can you guys hear me? Am I connected to the internet? I think I am. Can you guys let me know? Okay, you can. So yeah, when I type in digital products, look at these, all of these things that are coming up. So that is the type of content that you should be creating on Pinterest and then linking through into your freebie or into your products. Okay, you got me. Okay, cool. I'm not sure what this is about. Anyway, let me get through these questions. If you're new to Pinterest, would you do that number? You don't have to do 5 pins a day. Start off with 1 or 2 pins a day. Schedule them in Tailwind. You can schedule 30 pins literally in 20 minutes. I know because I just did it on a YouTube video, okay? So you can do that all in one day and then build it up. So the next day you might, or then 2 days later, you might schedule another 30 pins. Then you've got 2 pins a day. And then 3 days later, you might schedule another 30 pins a day. And then by the end of the week, you've got 4 or 5 pins a day. At the start, just start with what's manageable. Obviously, the more pins you have going out, the better, but you don't always have to create fresh pins, guys. This is something that I've talked about in my video. When you use Tailwind, it actually multiplies your pins by putting them on different boards. Okay, so I hope I'm not getting too high level for you guys here, but like Pinterest multiplies your content. So for every 1 pin that you create, you actually turn that into 3 pins. So when I say I'm doing like 100 pins a month, I'm probably actually only creating like 30 or 40. And the rest are either me repinning the same pin or pinning other people's content. So far, I only have an idea. I want to do clean food as my niche. In the US, we are bringing out how bad our food supply is. Okay, passion like removing. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Let's type in clean food. I'm not sure if that's a term that a lot of people would use. Oh yeah, it is. Loads of stuff. Honestly, Pinterest and food, such a good mix. Look at all of this stuff and it goes so well. So you can do like healthy meal related pins work well. If you could link to a blog post of a recipe and then at the bottom you can have your a link to your product, that would work really, really well. Niche is party favor templates. Target market is DIY. Okay, that's a good one. That one, you know what? Yeah, as much as I don't like Etsy, party favor templates actually does so well. It does so well on Etsy. So actually, let's see party. And again, like I'm not doing anything special here, guys. I'm just typing it into Pinterest. I'm seeing what my keywords are. So here is all my keywords. Party favors. So these would be all of my keywords. There'll be even more because why is that not working? Come on. Party favor. I don't know why that's not working. Pinterest being a bit slow. But yeah, when you type it in and you click on it, you'll be able to find more keywords. I'm not sure why that's not working. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to Pinterest. It's also telling me that I'm not connected to the internet when I blatantly am. So yeah, we'll come back to that. I'm going to refresh this in the background, and we'll come back to it in a minute. Okay. How much can I earn from Pinterest monthly? I want to say this in the most constructive way. You are the only person in control of this. Because before I answer that question, I would have to ask you, how much time are you going to put in? How much effort are you going to put in? Are you going to invest into a course, or are you going to take weeks learning it all yourself? What's your digital product? Like those are all of the questions that I need to know. So like, how much can you earn? There are people earning hundreds of thousands from Pinterest monthly. Personally, I'm not at the moment, but you can be. You could also be adding affiliate income in there as well. You could also be doing you could have a blog that you're monetizing. So the options really are endless. I think a sensible number to aim for as a beginner would be to your first £1,000 a month within about 4 months, because Pinterest is a long game. Okay. It takes about 3 months for the algorithm or to really, for the search algorithm to really start to recognize you. So I would say a sensible goal would be by the end of summer to be earning 500 to £1,000 a month from Pinterest by using your digital products or your affiliate income. But I really discourage questions like this, because really you need to look inwardly. Like, how much can you put in? How much time can you dedicate? How serious are you about this business? And that will determine how much you're going to make. No, Cyber CEO Toolkit is different. That is all of my general selling templates. The Pin Perfection toolkit that I've just put together is a custom GPT, which I will show you how to use. It's going to give you all of your pin content and help you set up your pin profile. It's also got all of my best pin templates, my newest pin templates, not the ones in Cyber CEO. These are my new viral ones that I've been using recently that have been going viral. It's also got a checklist so for you to start your digital product. It's got your keyword library. So this document where you can store all of your keywords and all of your pin content in here as well. And it's also got blogging AI prompts so that you can start your own blog, because that's another way you can make great money from Pinterest. So I hope that is clear. That is $79, and there's a link in my description that actually goes up tomorrow to $99. If you want to grab it today. I made a meal plan calorie calculator, but I'm targeting desk workers. Okay, quite specific. But it could be used by anyone. I feel I need a video to make sense for desk workers in particular. What I would ask, Chris, Christ-like company, amen, is what about that calorie counter makes a desk worker sit up and think, oh, that's for me. If I'm a desk worker, I spend way too long at my desk every single day. If I'm at my desk and I see this calorie counter, am I looking at it thinking, that is for me? Or am I looking at it thinking that's just another calorie counter? Okay, so I would encourage you to my vitamins reminder. I would encourage you to go and watch my viral digital product video, because in there I give you a ChatGPT prompt which will help make your product so specific. Your product needs to be specific. If desk workers are not looking at that calorie counter thinking, oh my God, I need it now, you need to improve your product, or you need to just do some tweaks to your product. My page is Jack Mia. I really don't use it as I'm a Christian life and business coach. Okay, amazing. I think I asked for your page. I will take a look at it. I'd say the best thing to do, search your niche inside Pinterest, get your keywords, have a look at what type of pins other people are creating. Go and create your pins in Canva. Let me share my screen again. These are my most viral pin templates that you're going to find inside the starter kit. They're so easy. Let me use the copy actually. So this is what I was using for the example earlier. Like, I quickly made the black hairstyles one, but you can easily change this, right? So your niche is Christian. Christian. I don't know. You could easily just pull that in, and then you can update the content based on what you get from ChatGPT. And I will show you how to do that in a minute. So I'm going to do about another 10 minutes of answering questions. Then I'm going to do a live example. So keep putting your niches in the comments, guys, because I'm just going to pick one at random and I'm going to create like 2 or 3 pins with you. Saving money niche. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The name is Desk Aid Wellness. So wellness for desk workers, people who sit a lot. Okay. I will take a look at that in a minute. So what I'll do then is I'll do another 5. I'll get through these questions. Then I will do creating pins with me, 2 or 3 pins together. And then I will do some quick Pinterest audits, and then we'll wrap it up by 7:30. Are you still doing 15 in the calls? Not for free. Not anymore. I'm phasing those out. Just far too many, it's far too much demand, not enough time. I'm fully booked coach. So if you want to book in with me, I have a paid call option, 16 minutes, and I can drop you the link. Okay. Yes, I'm in research my Pinterest keywords. Yeah, it's all about the keywords. Just go onto Pinterest and start typing your niche into the search bar. That is really the easiest way to do it. There are other tools, other paid tools that can give you keywords, but if you're just starting out, like, just do it the free way. There's no need to pay for it just yet. How can I get more outbound links? Or how long does it take to I started posting 31st of March. I'm getting lots of sales impressions. Okay, that's amazing. It's great that you started posting March, April, May. You're still early. It takes about 3 months to start getting consistent traffic from Pinterest. So I would say increase the amount of pins that you're doing. You can use Tailwind Design. I'm going to show that in a minute to create more pins really, really quickly. And then I would check that your pins have good on-screen text, the text that's on them. So, this, like, that's an ad, but start the business with no money. Like, that's something that I would click on. Whereas this, I'm not really going to click on it because it's not really giving me anything. 10 best digital products to sell. I'm going to click on that because I want to find that out. Whereas, something like this, it's pretty, but I'm not going to click on it. So you need to make sure that the text on your pin is actually solving a pain point or is a hook. It needs to be basically a hook for people to click on it. In the wedding niche, wedding is so good on Pinterest. I'm sure you already know this. Wedding, like, one of the best niches. Okay. Free content, loud and clear. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Hearts back. So would you have a blog post for every product you sell? Yeah, you could. You could have it depends how many products you sell. If you're in e-com and you have loads of different products, then I wouldn't. I would just have a blog post for, let's say I was selling physical products and I was selling 20 different skirts. I don't need a blog post for every different one, but I might have a blog post on best skirt styles for autumn, winter. I might have a blog post about that, and I might give a bit of content, and then I would then insert pictures of my product and make sure that people click on them. So that's what I would do. Blog posts are, like, when I first started, blog posts were really daunting. I was like, oh, I ain't got time to write a blog post. Like, that is too much. But actually, if you use the AI prompts inside my Pinterest starter kit, you can repurpose your current content into a blog post in less than 10 minutes. I know, again, because I did one yesterday. I was recording the Pinterest video and I realized I had no fresh blog posts. Like, I'd been neglecting it for a little while. So I just quickly whipped one up. I took a transcript from one of my videos. In fact, let me show you it. My website is still under construction, guys. I've got 2 websites, but this one is still under construction. So just keep that in mind. Like, all of these pictures need to change, but like the blog is there. And so I created this blog post for those of you that have seen the video or haven't seen the video. I have a video on my page. Let me quickly show you it. Let me quickly show you it because it's such a good video and I want you guys to watch it if you haven't. So yeah, it's this video. It's where is it? Why can't I find it now? It was my channel trailer. I don't know where it's gone. Yeah, here. It's this video. I tried selling digital products for 4 months. Here's what actually worked. It's probably one of my highest views videos. I just made a post about it. This took me 10 minutes. I put the transcript of my video. So to get a YouTube video transcript, all you need to do is click on the video. Uh, I don't know if you have to wait for the ads to play. I hate ads. Me that just got monetized. I actually hate them. Stop giving me ads. But to get a transcript from the video, where has my I've got a little extension which is missing right now. I don't know why. Where is it? Oh, I just deleted it. I just deleted the extension because I thought it was slowing down my computer. But here's another extension that you can use, Merlin. So like any extension, sorry, I like using Glasp. And then you can just grab a transcript, like generate transcript. You copy the transcript, you pop it into ChatGPT, you use one of my prompts from the starter kit, and boom, you've got a blog post. Like I made this blog post in 10 minutes. And then on that blog post, you'll see that I've got my freebies. So I'm basically getting people on my email lists. And yeah, actually, I'm not linking to any products on here. I've just got my freebies. So that's what I want. I want people to get on my email list, and then from my email list, I sell people into my digital products. So that's how it works. Yeah, it's cracking down on the posts that are fully made by AI. The what I'm teaching isn't fully made by AI. So you would use ChatGPT. Um, you would use actually my custom GPT. Where is it? Been using this a lot today. Okay, you use my custom GPT and it would give you a table like this. So this table basically has your pin titles, your pin descriptions, all of your alt text, all of your keywords, all of the text that you actually put on your pins. So somebody was asking earlier why they're not getting a lot of clicks on their pins. It's because they don't have good text on their pins probably. And this is provides it, and the URL that you provide. So this is what my GPT will give you, all in a lovely table format. And then you would just copy that. Let's make some pins together right now, actually. In fact, the next person to drop their niche into the chat gets some pins made for them, so that I can show you in person. Also, I just realized I'm looking a little dark. Okay. Yeah, next person to drop the niche in the chat gets you pay £20 a month for no ads. I don't blame you. I used to have premium. And then I was like, ah. Okay, how busy mums sell money. This is the one that we're going to do 2 to 3 pins on. I'll create them for you and show you how to do it. So that's what we're going to do next. Let me just answer the rest of the questions before I do. Isn't cracking? Yeah, I already said this. I'm not creating the whole thing through AI. So I'm going to show it. This will make more sense when I show you the process. I'm 53 and learning so much. Thank you. Could I use this for my physical product? Yes, you can use it for physical products. It works really well. Yes. 1,000,000% yes. Where do you actually put the keywords? Your bio or pin itself? Both. So your keyword should be in your bio. So again, look at my bio, Rochelle, digital product coach, digital marketing and AI tips. How many keywords have I got in there? I mean, only one of them is my name, Rochelle. This is a keyword, digital product, digital marketing, also a keyword, AI tips, also a keyword. So I've got all of the keywords there. And then inside my pins, I've got the keywords there as well. And I'll show you an example in a sec. But I want to just create one fresh one with you guys. I'm a teacher. I teach people how do I create products for them. This specific live is about Pinterest. Starting to create digital products from scratch is pretty easy to do. And I honestly have so many videos on my YouTube. Okay. So please, please, please go and watch this one, digital products step by step. I tell you how to create it. So please watch that video. But I know everyone on here wants to see Pinterest. So that's what I want to spend the time on today. Okay, right. So let's make some pins, guys. How busy mums save money. So the first thing I am gonna do personally this was my niche, is I'm going to find some keywords. Now you need to spend at least a few hours doing this. I'm going to do this in 2 minutes. I'm going to find 5 keywords and call it a day. But you need to spend more time and make sure you get as many keywords as possible. So first thing I'm going to put in is save money, and I'm going to see what keywords come up. I didn't even check. So save money tips, save money challenge, save money wallpaper. So I think I like this one, save money budget. And sometimes it's just like what I feel. I'll use other platforms to see the volume. But sometimes it's just like, I feel like that's a great keyword because you know your customer, you know what they'll probably be searching. So I'm just going to get 5 random keywords just for the sake of time. Save money. Let me actually see if there's anything on mums. Busy mums. 36 mum. Busy mums. Money. There isn't any keywords specifically about that. So I would either use keywords that'll save money or busy mums. Because there isn't any like integrated keywords. So actually probably just use busy mums. That's gonna be another one. And then I know save money tips is going to be a big one. Did I already do that one? No. Save money tips ideas. And then that's another one. Okay. So I've just done this super quickly. Like again, like spend more time doing it, go through, get a good amount of keywords. Okay. So once you've got those, you would make sure that they're in your Pinterest profile name. So Bruce, your username might be Bruce, busy mums save money tips. Or it might be Bruce, busy mums saving money tips ideas. Okay. So you need to make sure that you're putting your keywords in your name. Obviously, it still needs to make sense, guys, but like just make sure they're in there. So then I would come into Pin Perfection. Let's start a new chat. This is my custom GPT. You can grab it in the link in my bio. And this is what it's going to look like when you open it. So it's going to say, give you 2 options. It's either going to help you setting up your profile and optimizing your Pinterest profile, or it can help you start creating pins. So for today, let's just say I want to create some pins, and it's going to ask you a few questions. It's going to ask you who your ideal audience is, what the tone is. It's going to ask you to share some of your own content. The reason why is because it needs to sound like you. Like if it sounds like AI, and there's another comment on the live, which is totally right, like no one's going to click on it. It needs to sound like you. So some of the things that you can upload here is like a YouTube video transcript. You can even do like an Instagram caption. You can even just take a screenshot of your content, like anything, emails, anything that you've written that sounds like you. And it's going to ask how many pins we're creating today. Usually it's always a full set, but I'm literally just going to create 2 or 3 for time period. So let's answer these questions. Ideal audience is busy mums. I'm going to spell it the UK one way. Save money. The tone is, I would say the tone needs to be understanding and uplifting. Upload any images now, upload any content now. I don't have any of your content, and if you're new, you might not have content either. So what I would do, I would find a article or blog online that I like, and I would paste it into ChatGPT, and I would say, don't copy it, just mirror the tone, just mirror the tone and the vibe. So save money. I'm just gonna use Google. Good old-fashioned Google still works sometimes. Okay, so here's a post. Like, I don't have time to read it, but I would encourage you to read it, make sure that you like it, and then I literally just copy the whole post. Like, and then I will go back into my ChatGPT and say, I'm new. I don't have any content, but I like this blog article. Please don't copy it, but mirror the vibe. I always just say mirror the vibe. ChatGPT gets me. I'm going to put the example in the minute. Don't worry about my spelling. You don't worry about your spelling either. ChatGPT knows what you're saying. And how many pins you're creating. 3 pins. And then I'm going to put blog example. And I'm literally just going to paste it in. Like, that's all we're going to do. Okay, so then it's going to ask what it's going to say what it's going to do next. It's going to create 3 Pinterest, it's going to ask for the URL. So where do you want to link to? Let's just pretend that this is your product page. Like, let's just pretend. And then I would also give it my primary keyword. So because you want to make sure it's SEO optimized, it will SEO optimize it anyway, but I want to make sure it does. I'm going to give it my primary keyword, which is going to be whichever one that you think is the best fit for your content. So this is my primary keyword. And then my secondary keywords. And then I'm just going to give it all the other ones that I had here. Okay. And so now it's going to create this wonderful table. Guys, you won't get this in the normal ChatGPT, by the way. I have trained this GPT for weeks. I started training it before I went on honeymoon, and I've been training it for time, just tweaking it and just making sure that it's the best possible Pinterest GPT. Because I've been hearing you guys, I've been seeing your comments. You're like pins, 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 pins. So I knew I had to deliver. So this is what it's going to create. It's going to create a table like this, which is literally ready to go. Now it is AI. Okay, as much as I can train it, you always need to read it. If you want to tweak it a little bit, please do that. Okay. It's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But it's going to get you 90% of the way there. So I'm just going to assume that we're fine with this. And then I'm going to put it inside my library. You're going to see why I'm going to do this after. So let's say we are using a blog post. I'm going to put it inside the library. Again, you get this in your pack, in your starter kit. So I've got a column for when the pin is scheduled. Obviously, you just tick it once it's scheduled. Once you've created it, you tick it, add your month, add your campaign tag. This is just like optional, but just a way to kind of tell all your pins differently. Add whatever you want. I just add numbers here. So I'll be like lead magnet 1. That's what I add. You can add the format of your pin. I've got a drop down, but I might just delete that and you can put in your own format. So image and video basically are the main ones, but there's also infographics and there's also carousels that you can be pinning as well. And then you've got your pin title, description, your alt text, your keywords, your on-screen text. So this is the text that you put in Canva, and your URL. Okay. So I've actually got a blog title here as well. For now, I'm going to delete that because we're not really using a blog, are we? So we're going to just paste this in, and you've got everything here. And then I'm going to make pins. So before I make the pins, let me check what questions we have. Do you have a list of all the programs website you use with the purpose of them? I have my tech sheet. I have my tech cheat sheet, which is like all of the tech that I use. So I think that's basically what you're asking for. I'll drop a link in a minute. I'll drop a link in a bit. Hey, Michael, yo. How do we get your GPT? Is it available? Yes, in the description bar of this video, I have a link to my starter kit. Okay. So it should be in the description. If you refresh this video, it should be in the description of this video. I will also drop it in the chat in a sec. Okay, so this is the GPT. This has given me my pin title, my pin description. So let's quickly create the pins. This is the actual content that you want to put on the pins, right? So now if we go to my viral templates, in fact, let's start a fresh one. This is what you will get inside your pack. Let's make a fresh one, make a copy. Always make a copy, guys, so you have the original. I've done that before where I bought templates and I've changed them and I've wanted the original and I can't find it. So here are the original, right? So we just want 3 pins. What are the pins that it gave me? Budgeting tips that actually work. So then I think I can use this one. Literally just paste it in. And then depending on what depending on what you're promoting. So if you're promoting a free checklist, let's say, I would just type that here, 3 checklist. Like you want to tell people what they're getting by clicking on your pin. Like, or so you could put read article or, whatever your freebie is. Okay, so that's what I would put. And then down here, I would put save money the easy way, something like that. You don't have to add anything there. Okay, so that's 1 pin already done. The next one, save money without missing out. It's pretty good. So let's choose another pin. You could use something like this one for that. Save money without missing out. You could add more to it, or you can just like reduce the size. I might just reduce the size actually. There we go. Okay, that's literally all it needs to be. And maybe you can change the image to something that's more related to your niche. Save money. Let's see. Maybe something like this. Not bad. Okay, and then so we've got 1, 2, and then the third one is set it and forget it saving hack. And then I would just use maybe something like this, maybe. And that's it. And that's my 3 pins done. And I don't spend a lot of time. I know some people are like, oh, they need to be really aesthetic. My template's already aesthetic. The work is already done for you. Is it okay to add a QR code to pins? No, it's fine. No one will use it though. I'll be honest, no one will use it. Everyone goes on pins on their mobile. So unless they've got another mobile around scanning it, it's probably a waste of your time. But please try, please try it because I love to be proven wrong. So these are my 3 pins. Let me just download 2 to 3 JPEG download. I just came on and I'm lost. I've never used Pinterest before. Just chill, Mike. You will get the hang of it. If not, the live will be available to rewatch as soon as we wrap up, which will be in about 10 minutes. Cool. So now we've downloaded the pins. We're just going to quickly export them. And then I'm going to go into Tailwind. Just check you can still see me. Yep. I'm going to click Upload Pins. And then I'm going to go into this one. Only 2 of them came in. I was supposed to do 3, but it is what it is. Okay, let's just do the last one. Where is it? Which one didn't come in? This one didn't come in for whatever reason. I probably didn't. I just said 2 to 3. Should have been 2 to 4. And then we're going to put that in Tailwind as well. Why am I having a mind blank? Okay, so now I've got these three. Now, honestly, you can do 10 really quickly in Canva and upload all of them together. And so what I would do once I get to this page, I click however many pins I am pinning at that current time. And then I'm going to click bulk edit because I don't want to do this one by one. I want it to be as quick as possible. So my bulk edit, because they're all going through to the same URL, I'm going to add in the same URL. And then the boards, so the boards are basically like the saved albums for your pins. Every time you choose an additional board, your pin is basically repinned, which is why I was saying it multiplies. And you should always add to 3 boards, okay? My custom GPT will help you create all of your boards. So I'm just going to add it to 3 random boards. Obviously, like, this is not real. I'm going to delete this after because it's not my niche, but you would add it to 3 of your boards that actually make sense for your pins. And there you've already done that content for all 3 of them. And then the rest of it is simply a quick copy and paste. So you would copy your pin title in, copy your description in, and then like that's it. That's not the description, that's the description. The alt text you don't have to add. That's more if you're using it in Pinterest directly. And honestly, it makes no difference. But I just wanted to add it in just in case you needed it. Okay. Okay, so that's it. And you've got 3 pins. You would click schedule. I'm not going to click that because I don't want to schedule them. And then Pinterest will automatically, Tailwind will automatically schedule them at the best time for your Pinterest and for your content. So that's how you do it. There is another way to quickly create pins with AI in Pinterest. You guys let me know if you want to see that. It is in my video. So it's either I do that or I give you guys some free audits for the last 5 minutes. So just let me know. We talked about the Q&A. So what if you only have beacons at the moment, no website? That's a good question. Okay, so you would either just click through to your beacon site, so your freebie on beacons or your digital product on beacons. But you can also use it to grow your other social media. So a lot of people are asking me how I'm growing so quickly on YouTube. And a part of it is because I'm working my butt off to create great content for you guys every single week, and I love it. But also part of it is that I'm using Pinterest. I'm using some pins, and when people click on my pins, they're going through straight through to my YouTube videos. No blog, no landing page, just straight through to my YouTube videos. So it's a great way to grow your other social media platforms, and you can repurpose. You can use a site called Repurpose.io, and it will repurpose all of your TikToks, all of your Instagrams automatically onto your Pinterest. You don't have to do anything at all. You just connect them and it works a charm. So you should try that as well. So use Pinterest to grow your other social media platforms, which are then linked to your products, or just click it directly through to your beacons, freebie pages, or your product pages. Tailwind is free trial, but then it is paid. My one is, I think I'm on the medium one. What am I on? I think I'm on the medium one. I pay like $25. I can't see the prices right now. I'm on the medium one. I pay $25, but it pins all of my pins for me. It brings me through traffic to my digital product, and so it's money well spent. Okay, so here are the costs. I've got no affiliate link. This is not sponsored. They are not paying me. I just love this platform. So this is the one I'm on right now, which is the $24.99. I get AI credit. So let me actually just quickly, before I go, this is all in my video next week, but you guys get the skinny. I want to quickly show you how you can create pins in Tailwind really, really quickly. So if you click on this design pins, and this is then going to, I was playing with this earlier, so I already have some images in there, but let me just take those out. So let's say you wanted to create, let's say you don't have time for the Canva stuff. People ask, why do you use Canva and it takes a bit more time to create? I say because I think the pins look better and people are more likely to click on it. But the Tailwind pins do also do a good job, especially if you're tight on time. So I would just use stock photos. If you have your own content, then great. If not, just use your stock photos and literally just click a couple of stock photos. I'm putting busy mum in there. It's a little bit slow. I also think my laptop is dying a slow death of everything that I'm doing on it at the moment. So there's my pictures, and you will see like it's already creating hundreds of pins for me. Hundreds. It's still got this black hair one in, which I don't know why I deleted it, but like it creates the pins for you. And then all you have to do is add your pin title. Yeah, so all you have to do is add your pin title here. Again, you copy this from my GPT, which gives you everything done for you. And then, yeah, that's your pin. Like now you have loads of pins. And then all you do is select the ones you want. And then you can quickly pin them to your Pinterest. And that took me like 2 minutes. So that's another way to do it. So when you think about that, Tailwind is worth the money. I think Tailwind has both free and paid options. It might have a free trial. I think it might have a free trial for sure. I don't think that you can do much on the free trial though, if I'm being honest. I think you could probably pin like 20 pins and then you have to upgrade. If you don't want to use Tailwind though, guys, there is another option. You can just go straight into Pinterest and upload them yourself manually. It's a lot more work, but if you're on a budget and you can't afford a subscription right now, just go through Pinterest. Pinterest has its own scheduler that you can use. Okay, so we are at the hour mark. I think I've answered every single question. Last chance if you have any questions. In the meantime, let me just show you the Pinterest starter kit if you want to grab it. So basically, the reason why I created this is because I wanted you guys to have a done for you GPT. I wanted you guys to have all of the templates just to take all of the hard work, the overwhelm, all of that stuff out of it, right? Because the whole point of Pinterest is that you don't have to be overwhelmed posting manually every single day or trying to figure out algorithms. It's got nothing to do with algorithms. It's got nothing to do with how many followers you have. All you have to do is make sure that you've got those SEO keywords in and make sure that your pins actually look good and people want to click on it. So like that's the beauty of Pinterest. It's very, very passive. So yeah, that's the reason why I bang the drum about Pinterest. And so let me just show you my pin starter kit. Obviously, this is in GBP because I'm in the UK. In dollars, it's $79. That's how I've priced it. But you'll see here, like, so this is everything you get inside. So you get the viral pin templates, which I showed you. So these are the exact pin templates that I'm using. And if you don't believe me, here they are. Some people are like, oh, are you using these templates yourself? Yes, I am using them. All of this is example stuff, but you'll see like there it is, like there it is. So like those are my pin templates that I'm using right now that are working really, really well. You're also going to get my AI assistant, the custom GPT that helps you set up your Pinterest and gives you all of the content. You'll get the keyword tracker sheet that you saw me using. You'll get a checklist to set up your Pinterest and make sure you're ready to monetize. And you actually get a free masterclass. This is different to this masterclass. It kind of gives you the entire step-by-step on like from zero on Pinterest. It's called the From Mood Boards to Money Boards masterclass. And so that is really great, especially if you're starting from scratch, and you also get your blogging prompts as well. So you can turn it over. So you can turn any of your content into blogs. Pin Perfection seems to be a paid version of ChatGPT. Pin Perfection is the entire kit. It's the entire kit with everything that I just spoke about. part of that is the AI that I have built. So it's the AI that I have trained. So it's ChatGPT with all of my training and content basically powering it, making it better than your standard GPT. You can use standard ChatGPT as well if you want. It's just not going to give you the same type of results. Okay, all right, guys. Before I leave, any other questions on Pinterest? Any other questions on digital products more generally? Let me know. Give you a few minutes. Oh, let me drop the link. It's in the description box. Don't forget your vitamins. Oh, I love that. I love this. Where is my vitamins? They're behind my laptop. I'd have to close my laptop to get to them. I've got a cup of coffee. Random chat as we finish up. My next video is another Pinterest video about affiliate marketing, which I'm going to try to record today. It's 8:37 in the UK, so we'll see. And yeah, it is a special video because it is my first brand deal. And I'm actually going to make another video about how you can get a brand deal as a small creator, because I was really shocked because my first approach for a brand deal came through when I had definitely less than 1,000 subscribers. Definitely less. And so I was really shocked. I thought it was only for big creators, and it's really not. And that is why, like, I just also dropped a video on how you can start up with YouTube. I really recommend, as well as Pinterest, which is your traffic driver. YouTube is like your visibility, like strategy. Like, that is how you can get out there, sell more digital products, but also grow your personal brand and start getting things like brand deals. So I was shocked. And so if I can do it, anybody else can. And no word of a lie, I have about 20 to 30 requests every single week. And a lot of them are like not great, like, just random people from random countries trying to get me to sell stuff for them. And I'm like, no. But this one is really good because it's an affiliate platform, and it's a platform that you can easily make money as a starter, as a beginner. And I thought this is going to be great for my audience. So yeah, this is just my little bit at the end to say Pinterest is amazing, but coupled with YouTube, that is the real power couple. And so I'd recommend everybody. I know some people are like shy. I'm actually a natural introvert. So all of this stuff is really difficult for me energy wise, but actually it's not as difficult as I thought it would be. And anyone can jump on YouTube and anyone can start getting brand deals and changing their lives. So please consider it if you haven't already. Do paid pin clicks boost SEO? Yeah, they can do. Any type of pin clicks can boost SEO because it shows Google that you have a referring source. So, like, your referrer is Pinterest. So, yeah, SEO is another beast. I'm thinking about doing a video on that. So, let me know. Hi, Daniela. No, you're welcome. I'm 13 and want to develop my digital. I think you sent me an email. I don't think I've got back to you yet. I'm so sorry. Your vids are a great help and very easy to understand. Oh, bless you. I still think 13 is really young to be worrying about making money online, though. I mean, I love it. I love the entrepreneurial spirit, but I hope you're also doing your homework. Please don't get distracted. Um, I'm trying to start up a print-on-demand business using Printify. Any advice on how to market my digital products? Please watch my how to market your digital products, how I market my digital products video, because that will work also for print on demand. I see a lot of people using Etsy, a lot of people using ads. Like Pinterest would be great for print on demand as well. So my recommendation stays the same, really. I mean, I don't think YouTube is like as necessary for physical product businesses, but it's good to build your personal brand. But I would say Meta ads if you can afford it, Pinterest, and and I would actually maybe get some affiliates, or some influencers. That's what I would do. I'm in scary thing. Yeah, I'm so introverted. In my natural habitat, like now, my social battery is done. I'm gonna record another video and then I'll probably be 2 days without talking even to my husband. Okay. SEO video would be awesome. Okay, I will add that to the list. Also, to be 13 again in digital world. In my 60s, I grew up go outside, be back by dark. Same. I used to play out when I was 13 and just run around my local area. God, those are the times. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to bring it to an end. I've had such a lovely time chatting with you all. I now know that you definitely want an SEO video. Any other requests, just drop them in the chat. This video will still be on my channel afterwards, so drop them on the chat or drop them on any one of my other videos. Go and check out my YouTube video that I just dropped, because like I say, these two strategies together work really well and are going to boost your Google SEO anyway, which I will come on to in that video. And watch out for my next one. I'm also doing the brand deals video as well if you guys want to see that. Okay, take care. Have a nice evening. Bye.